going on down there?
Yo, everyone, it's WTF at TCG, and we're starting a trilogy. This is a trilogy of podcasts, because there's 3 of them. We got some spoilers to drop. Aaron, hello, welcome.
Hi, trilogies normally come in 3s.
Yes, and so does this one, because we have a spoiler card to reveal today. Better things to do than die, maybe tonight.
Hopefully not tonight. I just got some Earthrise toys.
Well, hey, congratulations. By the way, we're recording this whole trilogy in a row, but you're going to be hearing it over the course of 3 weeks. So
breaking magic.
Yeah, I just like to say it up front so that, like, in the middle of March or early March, someone's like, why are they still talking about a thing that they did in February? And, I mean, granted, I'm already slow on edits sometimes, so this just falls the par for course, but this is intentional this time. But yeah, we're going to be revealing a Springer Aerial Defense, the Wave 2 Springer stratagem, but after this one, we're going to be revealing something else, and after that, we're going to reveal something else. So stay tuned for those. Aaron, this stratagem for Wave 2 Springer, arguably the worst super rare of Wave 2.
Yes.
In a wave where all 4 super rares very quickly lost value to a lot of people. Springer was the one that none of us could figure out once we actually had the cards. It was also our first new wave, so I think that it was the first time having, for a lot of us, not a lot, experienced card players probably were already seeing it, but for a lot of us, it was like, oh, this character who just was a bunch of numbers and stuff, now we're running him. He has 3 Pierce 3 if I get an upgrade on him. He has Tough 3 if I get an upgrade on him. He's also...
Tough 2 if he gets an upgrade.
Sorry,
Tough
armor. 2. Yeah, armor in truck mode. And how many stars is he again?
He is, I have him up on the app right now, the official, whatever. So he is 12 stars.
Mm-hmm.
In his truck alt mode. He's 4 attack, 14 health, 2 defense. While he has armor, he has tough 2.
Yeah.
His second alt mode is helicopter, ranged, 5 attack, 1 defense. While he has a weapon, he has bold 2. His bot mode, ranged, 3 attack, 1 defense. While he has a utility, he has pierce 3.
Yeah, so it was a very uninspiring stat line, and especially during Wave 2, it was a lot of work to get what you'd basically get by putting a battle card on someone.
Yeah, a lot of star cost for him for things that he could do, I guess.
Yeah, you were primarily paying for his tags and his 14 health, I felt. Mm-hmm. And I mean, granted, you put a weapon on him with bold, and then you attack. That's some stacked bold. That's kind of cool. But this is also before the advent of focus, the advent of a lot of cards that make it easier to deal with mix pips. And at the time in Wave 2, we were very much thinking like orange and blue most of the time.
Yeah,
so
because those are the colors. What? There are other colors, I guess.
There are
green.
other colors. In the green is actually, this is one of the other colors.
Yeah, that was the other color at the time.
Yeah,
it's the joke.
I understand. This stratagem, which, by the way, I misread the title so many times when I looked at the graphic, it actually messed with my head, because I was like, yeah, tonight, no, wait, there's not enough words. But the quote's better things to do tonight than die. I think that's probably why tonight came out, because it's the least important of the long words, and there's only so much room on the top of that card. This is basically for an extra star. That Springer now repairs 1 damage when he's on the battlefield and flips. Every time he flips, he repairs 1. Now, I'm just going to say up front, these retro stratagems after Cosmos, and arguably I would say after Volcanicus, from what we've seen as of the recording, they're not taking these characters and turning them into top-tier tournament-winning characters.
Yeah.
And I don't mind, because for the most part, they're taking characters who were just kind of a bummer to play. And granted, for some people, not running tournament winning is a bummer. So my context is for folks who also enjoy like mid-tier casual play. Mm-hmm. It takes characters who are kind of a bummer to run and makes them kind of fun. My mark is always right now going to be Wave 2 Windblade, which is kind of funny given, some spoilers. But, normal Wave 2 Windblade, after the Facebook group did its January 2020 contest where we all played Windblade for like a month, or a bunch of us did, I found she was kind of like my mark for like what I want out of the lowest tier of characters. Like, let me at least make a deck that does a thing that feels cool. And I think that this lets Springer do a thing, at least, thanks to some of the Wave 4 cards. Before I go into that, though, Aaron, you actually had a completely different but also interesting idea of how this could make a deck out of this Springer.
Yeah, so when I saw the stratagem and Springer, I thought, okay, well, the focus is going to be on being more resilient kind of, because his health number is now going to be a lot bigger, kind of.
Yeah, unless he gets like punched in the face hard multiple times.
Right.
It's going to be a 14 that's not just going to start dipping.
Right. So, the other thing that I went to look at is, okay, what else cares about repair? And if you've got Specialist Ratchet, who, whenever you repair damage, he gets +1 on attack.
Mm-hmm.
So already, like, okay, now we're wanting to look at how to almost get hurt on a little bit of hurt on Springer, and then when it's Ratchet's turn to play, burn some, get some extra flips out of him.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was then like that pairing, and then that leaves you with 4 stars left, and then Private Stakeout. Nothing thrilling, but he's the rescue patrol that you can tap him, discard a white pip card from your hand to flip one of your characters to its other mode.
Yeah, rapid conversion in a can.
Right, to try and just juice that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, the battle cards that were the quick picks on that were like Conversion Engine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a utility to get his attack up, give you free flips. And then, like, you're going to want Medics because, hey, Ratchet lets you hunt for those. That's a free repair too. Showing Off, which is the action that basically with the stratagem then works as a medic, and also maybe lets you put Springer into the mode that you want him to be defending on.
Mm-hmm.
And then just some of the other stuff was sitting there looking through cards and actually thought this might play really well with Medic's Protective Field.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're able to, like, if he takes 3 damage, okay, I put a Medic's Protective Field on him, take one of those off, Show Off or Medic or anything else, he's now back to full health. Safeguard comes into play, and he's got that shield.
Yeah.
Oh, he takes 3 points of damage. Okay, that's all right. I'm going to Show Off and transform him. He's at full health again, and Safeguard kicks back in.
Yeah. Yeah, my own idea is really it's borrowing from some of that tech. I think Conversion Engine that becomes this Springer's critical card, because basically a turn when he flips normally, he'll also flip at the end of every turn. So every turn he has Conversion Engine on, he heals 1, and if he's your only character you actively have to flip, he heals basically 2 every turn.
Right.
Obviously Escape Route being another thing to help out with that. For the kind of thing I want to try, Showing Off very sadly became the card I thought I wanted to keep until I finally cut it, because I think I'd want to run this Springer in a deck where it's a very blue-black based deck. Therefore, like if he gets, for instance, Crystal of Power on, that unlocks his Tough and his Bold. So then if I'm running in with Bold, I want to be able to have black pips to take advantage of that while having blue pips to take advantage of the Tough.
But Crystal of Power just goes, though.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, it means that if you're going second or, on your second turn, it just means you can unlock both, for the situation at hand.
Right.
But I think Conversion Engine is the key. A little bit of rapid conversion is probably helpful. And then it just means that if you can potentially have him heal 2 every turn on the back of a utility that's sitting on him, he always has Pierce. He'll be a 4 Pierce 3 in robot mode. Which is very helpful, but not for 13 stars. It's more so, I think, that he's just this wealth of HP that you can do stuff with. For instance, if he heals 2 on a turn, if you do One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall, you're technically just trading 1 damage for 3 at that point. And you're not having to play another card to do the heal for 2 either. So it's just, like I said, it's not going to change the game, but it changes this Springer's game. I think that if we get more truck tech, like even one more piece of defensive healing truck tech in Wave 5, it's going to be worth trying something out with Springer and some Micromasters. The Micromasters, I think, are kind of the key to my initial idea, because that way I can sort of focus in on also having the ability to protect some stuff with him. I think that when you have a stratagemed character and it's like a 3-wide, it starts to feel like you have this really valuable thing that now you're kind of worried about that getting broken as well. And so just running in with a Micromaster team, I think would be kind of fun. Something blue-black friendly. Like even the off-road patrol with enough black could be kind of fun. Powertrain with 2 KO'd guys popping up. Well, actually, no, at 13 stars, you can only do 2 of them.
Yeah.
Can't do powertrains. It'd have to... Oh, it's the Windblade thing happening again. Okay, I got to go back to the drawing board. But I think the Springer, conversion engine is just the first thing. It's the thing I'm really focused on with this stratagem, where you're able to have him constantly flipping and basically healing. If you want to take advantage of Bold with conversion engine and healing, then you also can throw kinetic whip on, so he's pumping more Bold up when he flips. Maybe if you go for something that's focused on Bold, you could try like an aggro approach and then just focus on that Bold, bring showing off in. Yeah, I don't know. Showing off maybe is coming right. Now it's starting to come back to me. Like maybe running this almost aggro style with some self healing could be interesting too. Not like hard orange aggro, but probably again I think it's orange black is where you'd want black to be somewhere in this to take advantage of the robot mode ability, since you're gonna want to have conversion engine on him. But, in the comments for this little spoiler installment, like, please share some of your ideas, too. And please, like, think in that mid-range. I don't even want to just say think jank, because I feel like that also just puts this kind of flavor on the whole conversation. Think outside the top tier and just think about, like, what's a deck that does some cool stuff, if that is your own taste for playing card games. Because I'd love to hear some of your guys' ideas. Obviously, when Wave 5's out, we'll have lots of people experimenting with stuff. But the fun thing about these retro stratagems is we can experiment with them right now. You just need to know what the stratagem is and add that star to the character and just run a new deck with that character. You won't have the Wave 5 battle cards at hand or anything, but like I did that with Volcanicus, and I had a lot of fun. So the kind of maybe unintended side effect of these stratagem spoilers is it lets you start playing with Wave 5 stuff immediately without having to like proxy entire cards. Because you just have to have this on your phone, basically. Download the photo of this card, just have it sitting there on your phone. In casual, of course. You can't take that to a tournament. But yeah, Aaron, any other thoughts on better things to do than die?
Not really.
All right.
That was just the quick put together that I had, so...
Yeah, well, hopefully we sparked some conversation, or hopefully you're just going like, you fools, why didn't you see this? And you're telling us something really cool. Like I said, I tunnel vision on those Micromasters a lot right now, so I'm not even... I might be missing a lot of obvious stuff with non-Micromasters. But stay tuned for some more of these spoilers, because, I mean, I said a trilogy. We have 2 more spoilers to show you. So come back next week, and we'll have something else for you. It might make you a little bit snarly.
What the fuck's going on down there?